Welcome back. You're watching Sports 18 and Geo Cinema. This is JetSynthesys presents the Global E-Cricket Premier League, and we are on the penultimate day of the Round Robin League action. Match Day 10. पहला मुकाबला हो चुका है जहां पर न्यूयॉर्क एप्स ने क्या शानदार जीत दर्ज की मुंबई ग्रिजलीज के ऊपर। अब दूसरा मुकाबला है जहां लंदन राइनोस खेलेंगे चेन्नई वुल्व्स के साथ। मैं हूं चेतन नरूला, मेरे साथ रोशन शेट्टी। रोशन, this is getting intense now.
It is absolutely getting intense, and especially from a perspective where you're talking about a league. The first time a league like this happens, and the first time you're seeing that all the action is actually getting down to the wire till that last day, possibly even till that last match.
केवल 9 मुकाबले बाकी हैं इस राउंड रॉबिन लीग स्टेज पर। एक नजर डालते हैं आज के बचे हुए मैच फिक्सचर्स पे। पहला मुकाबला जैसे हमने बताया कि मुंबई हार गई है न्यूयॉर्क से, लेकिन अब जो दूसरा मुकाबला है लंदन और चेन्नई के बीच में, मुंबई को दूसरा मुकाबला मिलेगा आज। दिल्ली से खेलेंगे वो। लंदन का भी दूसरा मुकाबला है सिडनी के साथ, एंड कैलकाटा प्लेज दुबई टुडे इन व्हाट इज गोइंग टू बी अ ग्रेट क्वालिफाइंग मैच। इसके साथ ही हम एक नजर डालते हैं रोड टू द नॉकआउट्स पर, जहां पर हम नॉकआउट्स की चर्चा करेंगे। सो दिस इज सिमिलर टू अ लॉट ऑफ द क्रिकेट लीग्स दैट वी सी, वेयर द फर्स्ट एंड द सेकंड टीम्स in the top 4 will play the qualifier one, and then the loser will play the winner of the eliminator, where rank 3 and rank 4, and the winners of the 2 qualifiers will meet in the GEPL finals. Roshan, it's important to finish first and second here.
Absolutely. Well, if you finish first and if you win that game, boom, you absolutely go to that final. No need to worry about anything. But if you are a rank 2, you still get a chance. That's the other thing. So it is important for these teams to actually finish in the top 2 in order to at least have a chance. For the third and fourth, well, you just get one chance there. But once you win out there, then you also have to face the second side, which is, again, it makes it a lot more interesting and a lot more competitive out there as well.
And I'm loving that golden colored graphic over there. You know, winner Q1, winner Q2 in the GEPL finale. I mean, golden, right? Because aapko gold medal milega, bada prize milega. You will be the first winner of the GEPL. But still a few matches to go before we get there. And the game of green light and red light talent predictions here. Cripps getting that one right, New York. The rest of us got Mumbai, but we got it wrong. But the next match is actually very interesting. London Rhinos against Chennai Wolves. We're all picking London, but Chennai have nothing to lose here, Roshan.
Chennai have nothing to lose, but I'll tell you what, they can actually spoil the party of London and make it much more difficult for them in that process, remember, of getting it. There it is then, London Rhinos ready against Chennai Wolves. Well, the fact that Chennai are absolutely coming without any pressure makes things more difficult for London.
And I was talking to the captain there, Surjit. He was talking about the fact कि नहीं, हम एक या दो टीम का तो party spoil कर ही देंगे. Absolutely, you're right, Roshan. Match day 10 then, game 2. London Rhinos versus Chennai Wolves. Let's take a look at the team's roster. First coming up is London Rhinos. And look here, Tejas and Sukhpreet. Those are 2 valuable players. And in terms of the bowling, Shivam, Amit and Sagar will be key, Roshan.
Well, but Tejas has to fire. You've seen him not in coming out in the last game, which he had. Eventually, Praveen, who had to step up. So I think the onus is a lot more on Tejas and Sukhpreet to give them that fiery start, in case, of course, Sukhpreet comes up. But if Tejas can get down to a good or 25 or 30 runs, at least for the start, I think London have a match here.
This team has won 3 matches out of its 5 last games. That gives them confidence going ahead?
Absolutely. I mean, when you're playing such a high-handed game, you have to have, that confidence going forward. But for Chennai, let me tell you now, no pressure, no stress. Now, the fact that they're just going to come down, enjoy, probably get, or rather end their campaign with a smile eventually when they play that last game as well.
It'll be important to see how Chennai react to this situation. No pressure, nothing to lose. Just go out there and express yourselves. We have such good players, Manoj, Anurag, Anil, Surjit, the captain, Simha, and Ajay. कैसे खेलेंगे ये आज जब बिल्कुल प्रेशर हट चुका है? कितने फ्री माइंड से खेलेंगे और अपने आप को एक्सप्रेस कर पाएंगे?
Well, you did speak about expressing. We did have one such gentleman who goes by the name Anil, had a small 6-year-old who is so proud watching him on television. We listen to what Anil had to say.
Hello everyone, मेरा नाम अनिल कुमार चिरानिया है. मैं सीकर राजस्थान का रहने वाला हूँ. मैं प्रोफेशनल ई स्पोर्ट्स प्लेयर हूँ. मैं 2018 से ही ई स्पोर्ट्स के इसमें आ गया था. मेरी फैमिली में मेरे पापा जी हैं, दादाजी हैं और हम 3 भाई हैं और हम तीनों का शादी हो चुका है और मेरी एक छोटी लड़की भी है 6 साल की अच्छा नहीं खेल रहे हैं टूर्नामेंट में, लेकिन फैमिली का सपोर्ट पूरा मिल रहा है और अच्छा करने का ही ट्राई करेंगे बचे हुए रिमेनिंग मैचों में। बेटी का ये कहना है कि पापा ये टूर्नामेंट जीत के आना। मुझे बचपन से ही क्रिकेट खेलने का शौक था, तो मेरा मन था कि मैं क्रिकेट एकेडमी ज्वाइन करूँ, लेकिन पढ़ाई में अच्छा होने की वजह से घर वाले बोले कि नहीं, आपको इंजीनियरिंग करवाएंगे। तो मैं इंजीनियरिंग किया मैंने, और लेकिन मेरा मन तो क्रिकेट पे ही था। और जब RC22 रिलीज़ हुआ तो ये ऐसा गेम था कि मेरे को ग्राउंड में खेलने का ज़रूरत नहीं लगा। सब जो ग्राउंड में होता वो एक्टिविटीज़ सारा मोबाइल में होने लग गया। प्लेयरों के जो रियल प्लेयर होते हैं उनके साथ ही गेम खेलना सब कुछ हो रहा था, तो मेरे को इतना मज़ा आने लगा कि वो ग्राउंड वाली फीलिंग सारी मोबाइल में होने लग गई। बहुत सारे इवेंट जीते हैं, टूर्नामेंट जीते हैं, और ये GPL मेरा जीतना एक सपना था। फैमिली का पूरा सपोर्ट है मेरे को, और मेरे यहाँ पे 3 दोस्त हैं जो GPL खेल रहे हैं, देवेंद्र, तेजस मेहरा और पप्पू। ये सब मेरे को बहुत सपोर्ट करते हैं। मैं थैंक्स अपनी टीम के सभी प्लेयरों का करना चाहूँगा, जो मैं अच्छा प्लेयर हूँ तो इसलिए मेरे को सपोर्ट भी करते हैं, सब कर रहे हैं। और स्टाफ मेंबर हो गए, सारे मैनेजर हो गए, सबको थैंक्स बोलना चाहूँगा।
और इन प्लेयर्स की कहानियां सुन के ना हमेशा एक कोई ना कोई खास बात जरूर निकलती है, और अनिल की खास बात यह है कि इनको बाकी खिलाड़ियों ने कैसे इंस्पायर किया है। और यहाँ पर जो GEPL की कम्युनिटी है, जैसा हमने आपको बताया है, 48 बेस्ट प्लेयर्स इन द कंट्री प्लेइंग हियर। लेकिन ये अभी सिर्फ कम्युनिटी नहीं है, ये एक GEPL फैमिली है।
Well, then, of course, we have a look at the players to watch out for, which is very important for this game especially.
Yeah, Sukhpreet against Manoj, almost equitable in terms of the runs, 165, 172. How do you look at this battle?
Well, I think Sukhpreet really will have the upper hand. I mean, knowing the fact that, Manoj doesn't have any stress, but if Sukhpreet can step up today, remember, I mean, quite a decent strike rate there as well, but if he can go long with the 4s and 6s and get quick runs for the likes of the London Rhinos, I think London Rhinos are an unstoppable side for now.
3 games in hand for the London Rhinos. They can get to 18 points. So far, they have 12 from 11. We spoke about the fact that Chennai can play party poopers here. अब लंडन राइनोज की बात करते हैं, किस तरीके से लंडन राइनोज इस गेम को अप्रोच करेंगे?
Well, I think it's important for them to see that, okay, look, Chennai is out of the game, okay? If we have to fancy our chances in any way, it has to be this game, because remember, Chennai didn't really have a good campaign out together. So I think keeping that in mind, look what, Chennai hasn't had a good outing. Let's make use of that and give a good start to our team, eventually neutralizing Chennai. I think that's how we'll actually help them for London going forward.
Well, it's game 2 of match day 10. The 2 captains are ready for the toss. Let's throw it to our host.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the day number 10, match number 2. GPL का पहला गेम खत्म हो चुका है, जहां पे एप्स गेम जीत के टेबल टॉप कर चुके हैं. Now there's another chance here, and we'll talk about the teams in question. पहला टीम रहने वाला है London Rhinos, who are going to battle against the team number 2, which is none other than Chennai Wolves. Big round of applause for both these teams as they're going to play their match number 2 here on day 10.
of manias here. Maniacs wanted.
Piyush, hey, I was just on Lenskart.
ये जो price है $999, right?
नहीं करण, रुपीज है.
I can't be seen wearing glasses under 1 lakh. Price थोड़ा ज़्यादा हो सकता है क्या?
करण, ये बढ़िया प्राइस है. It's only because we don't have middlemen.
90,000?
आप कहीं और से ले लो.
80,000.
I'm going. Bye.
अमीरों की हाई लगेगी तुझे.
Factory wale prices, no middlemen. Lenskart. Download the app.
लेकिन ये पाइप चलेगा.
फिनोलेक्स पाइप्स, पीढ़ियां बदलेंगी, पाइप नहीं.
अभी टीम कैप्टन्स को बुला लेते हैं. It's time for the toss from the side of London Rhinos Sukhpreet and from the side of Chennai Wolves Surjit. साथ ही में हम बुला लेते हैं हमारे अंपायर जी को जो टॉस करने वाले हैं. अंपायर, if we could have you here on the pitch. Yes, हमारे पास न्यू अंपायर है इस बार. Chennai's call, ठीक है. Umpire, let's go for the toss. Chennai calls heads. And it is tails. They look at each other. इससे पहले सुप्रीत जी से बात हो रहा था. एक बार भी टॉस नहीं जीता है पिछले 3 गेम में. अब जीत लिया आपने टॉस. उन्होंने कॉल किया फिर भी जीत लिया. So what will be your call? Bowling first. So आपको पता है there's a big chance here आपके पास. जैसे एप्स अभी जीत के गए. You also have a chance to table top. Net run rate भी बहुत दूर नहीं है. So what is the strategy for that?
अगर 1 से लेकर 6 टीम का देखा जाए तो नेट रन भी ऑलमोस्ट क्लोज ही और पॉइंट्स भी 1-2 मैच की फर्क है. तो एवरी मैच इज इंपॉर्टेंट नाउ. तो हम सर इनको 60 के आसपास जब से कम रोकने का ट्राई करेंगे और अच्छे मार्जिन से जीतने का ट्राई करेंगे.
कौन सा बॉलर आपका बहुत क्रूशियल रहने वाला है इसके?
पावर प्ले के दोनों बॉलर हमारे साथ. उन्होंने पूरे टूर्नामेंट में अच्छी बॉलिंग की है. हर टीम को 30 के आसपास जहाँ 30 से नीचे उन्होंने रोका है और 55 भी डिफेंड किया है, 60 भी डिफेंड किया है 1-2 बार. तो पावर प्ले इंपॉर्टेंट है सर. अगर वो 30 से नीचे देते हैं तो मुश्किल होता है बाद में.
लेट्स सी इफ इट वर्क्स आउट. पावर प्ले यहाँ पे सुप्रीत ने बोला है बॉलिंग चूज करके क्रूशियल रहेगा. सुरजीत, आपका टॉस था, हारे, बट यू स्टिल हैव बीन फोर्स्ड टू बैट. फर्स्ट बैटिंग, तो क्या रहने वाला है स्ट्रैटेजी आपका? ऐसे सिचुएशन के पॉइंट डिनाई कर दो इनको. लास्ट मोमेंट में सारा पॉइंट्स ले लो हर एक टीम से.
बस भाई जिस चीज़ को शिद्दत से चाहता हूँ ना वो दूर हो जाती है. पहले टॉस को ज़्यादा, टॉस नहीं हो रहा. गर्लफ्रेंड को ज़्यादा, उसकी शादी हो गई. अभी ट्रॉफी को चाहे वो भी चलिए.
ये तो पूरा इमोशनल डैमेज का एक सिनारियो बना दिया आपने खुद. बट फिर भी आप बताए, अभी ट्रॉफी चाहते थे नहीं हुआ, बट अभी पॉइंट छीन सकते हैं ना. ये तो एटलीस्ट है. ये चाहते नहीं बट हो सकता है आपके
नहीं,
पास.
हम वैसे भी पहले बैट फर्स्ट ही करने वाले थे इस बार क्योंकि एंजॉय करना है.
ओके,
कोशिश करते हैं या तो 40 पे ऑल आउट हो जाएंगे या फिर दिल्ली का रिकॉर्ड तोड़ देंगे.
ओह नाइस. जाने से पहले तो रिकॉर्ड चाहिए. तो चलिए आप हाथ मिलाइए एंड हम शुरू करते हैं और मैच नंबर 10 एज वेल एज डे नंबर 9. अच्छा, ये साइड्स भी बदलने वाले हैं. ओके, द टीम्स आर आल्सो चेंजिंग साइड्स, बट इस टाइम पे हम जाएंगे हमारे एनालिस्ट के तरफ. एनालिस्ट चेतन एंड रोशन, टेक इट अवे.
There you have it, London Rhinos winning the toss and opting to bowl against Chennai Wolves. It's match day 10, game 2. Roshan, no surprises?
No surprise. I think we did speak about it earlier as well in the first game that, you know, it's more about going with what you know rather than trying to experiment something and, you know, trying to completely falter out at that one. So it's a lot more important for them to actually go by the rules and, you know, say, look what, let us bring this team down. Let's get the 2 points.
There you have it. We are ready for the game. Our casters are ready for the game. Over to Cripps and Floki.
All new Pulsar Mania is here. Maniacs wanted.
Piyush, hey, I was just on Lenskart. ये जो price है $999, right?
नहीं करण, रुपीज है.
I can't be seen wearing glasses under 1 lakh. Price थोड़ा ज़्यादा हो सकता है क्या?
करण, ये बढ़िया प्राइस है. It's only because we don't have middlemen.
90,000?
आप कहीं और से ले लो.
80,000.
I'm going. Bye.
अमीरों की हाई लगेगी तुझे.
Factory wale prices, no middlemen. Lenskart. Download the app.
लेकिन ये पाइप चलेगा.
फिनोलेक्स पाइप्स, पीढ़ियां बदलेंगी, पाइप नहीं.
लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन, देवी और सज्जनों और हमारे सारे दर्शकों का एक बार फिर से स्वागत है ग्लोबली क्रिकेट प्रीमियर लीग में. मैं हूं फ्लोकी, मेरे साथ है क्रिप्स और हम दिन के दूसरे गेम पे आ चुके हैं जो खेला जाएगा लंदन राइनोज और चेन्नई वुल्व्स के बीच में. क्रिप्स, Chennai Wolves, they have not had the best of times here in the GEPL. The London Rhinos are looking to cement their spot in the top 4, but they're choosing to bowl first. Yesterday's performances looked pretty decent, but do you think they can keep it up and find their place in the top 4 here?
I think they must. It's like Chennai Wolves don't really have much of a chance, right? So abhi sirf London Rhinos ke paas hi chance hai kuch karne ka. They need to turn this game to their side taki they can qualify. If they don't, I mean, it's not the end of the world. They still have another chance, but why would you want to make it harder for yourself? Especially against a team like Chennai, जो काफ़ी ज़्यादा defeat face कर चुकी है इस tournament में, and they don't have any chance of qualifying themselves. So if you lose to Chennai, it's basically everyone's loss. neither of these teams will be helped.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be bad news bears here for the side of the London Rhinos if they end up losing. But let's see if they can prevent that from coming through, as right off the bat, Chennai Wolves going to start things off with a 4 here, Manoj. With a very strong opener here. The root batsman on the side of the Chennai Wolves putting in the work.
The Chennai Wolves want to start strong. They want to exact revenge for everything that they have faced so far. They've had a rough time over here, man, in the GEPL. And they want to prove to everyone one last time before they go that they have what it takes to hang out amongst the best, to be here in the top 48.
Oh, yeah.
And to call themselves a damn good team.
And they're certainly doing that. Base of the last ball. Beats the inside fielder. And finds its way to the boundary. Manoj stepping up for his team. But there's still 4 balls remaining in this over. And if history is to be believed, then there's a good chance that he might mispredict the ball, but no. Again, good batting coming here. Just making sure that even though they do not find those boundaries, they play it safe. They try to keep the pressure on the London Rhinos and continue to force them to try and be a bit riskier with the way they bowl.
Ooh, getting down on one knee. I thought he would try to hit it towards the square side, but actually no, it ends up going right behind. I think that was a misconnection with the bat. But koi baat nahi. A single is decent enough in a situation like this. At least they're not losing wickets.
That they certainly are not.
Oh my God.
Well, Cripps, I think you might have spoken a bit too soon, Manoj. Taken out of the picture here by the Rhinos.
Why is it always me, man?
Hey, it was me before, but now it seems like the caster's curse has somehow found its way to Cripps' tongue. And whenever he praises someone, well, that soon is going to be their virtual demise.
So are you telling me I need to start being meaner?
That is not what I imply.
Right. Point taken.
But hey, if that's your implication, you know,
No.
by all means. Oh,
not again.
Oh my God. Oh, you silvery tongued devil, you, Cripps. Surjit also taken out of the picture. The opening duo self-packing in the very first over here of the power play. And the Chennai Wolves, we talked how things were looking bad for them, and they continue to be bad here. But the big man has stepped onto the pitch now. It's going to be Anurag on striker end.
Maybe he can turn things around. Amit had a wonderful time in that first over. 2 wickets, back-to-back, all of them by catch-outs. And now it's up to Anurag to show them what the Chennai Bulls are made of. He's been the messiah for his team. He's been the one that lifts them out of choppy, troubled waters. But he will have to grow a pair of fins to swim out of this one. This is a tidal wave that sucks you inside and drowns you.
A rip current of sorts. That ball's high up in the air. And even though that's significant airtime, there was no fielder to try and protect that boundary from coming through. A beautiful shot here by Anurag for another boundary here for the side of the Chennai Wolves.
Anurag continues to deliver.
Yeah. Oh, well fielded there.
He just yeeted himself into the air, man. He just threw his entire body up there.
Yeah.
Launching himself with those catapult legs.
Oh, and they actually only found 1 run there.
Oh, man. I mean, that looked like a ball जहाँ पे at least 3 आ जाने चाहिए थे.
बिल्कुल, बिल्कुल. I think उनको विश्वास था कि बॉल बाउंड्री के उस पार जाएगा, लेकिन वैसा नहीं हुआ. सिम्हा अभी स्ट्राइक एंड पे आ चुके हैं.
लंदन राइनोस के मुंह पे एक्सप्रेशंस देखिए. They knew कि they almost had him. Almost out हो सकता था, लेकिन ये वाइड बॉल दे दिया गया है.
फिर भी पहले 2 ओवर्स के हिसाब से बहुत ही शानदार बॉलिंग अभी तक.
Oh, definitely.
सागर के पास अभी भी 3 गेंदें बाकी है. Oh, interesting shot. Cripps' favorite, the scoop comes through straight towards fine leg. And that's going to be another boundary here, Cripps.
And quite a lot of wiggle room on that scoop. The batsman wasn't perfectly positioned, लेकिन फिर भी उन्हें एक boundary मिल गई.
Yeah. Am I putting words in your mouth, or is that your favorite shot?
I don't think I have a favorite.
Well, I do. It's the ballerina.
Oh, of course.
Oh,
no wonder
what?
you named it.
Okay, a misfield coming through here from the side of the London Rhinos. It's going to enable the Wolves to find another extra run.
And they needed those extra runs. They didn't run enough in that ball, which was body blocked.
Yeah. Well, they've actually made up for some of the shortcomings here in this over. But, well, right as they start making up, the London Rhinos are like, yeah, we need to do that too. And on his very last ball, Sagar finds a wicket. High fives all around from his teammates. The London Rhinos really putting in the work.
And he's taken Anurag out of all people. He was the one person who could have saved Chennai Wolves.
Yeah, certainly could have. But now the Chennai Wolves potentially at death's door here. With those 3 wickets gone.
At
you
this
lose
point,
another and you could be in a lot of trouble.
there is one ray of hope though. If they can somehow get Manoj out. Is Manoj out already?
I think so, yeah. He was one of the first players who stepped onto the pitch. Now it's going to be Simha and Anil. Anil is the last radical batsman here for the side of the Chennai Wolves. And we'll see if he can deliver somehow.
Yeah, but he also has some of the lowest striking rates in the tournament. So this radical guy, he needs to go absolutely ballistic today.
Yeah, he certainly does. But motivation is another key factor. And considering, well, the mathematics of the points table, Chennai Wolves, I don't think they're going to be qualifying regardless of how they win, but they still need to play these matches for the seeding process. So that could explain one of the reasons why they don't really feel all that great, but nonetheless, they still fight here for honor and for personal accolades. But I'm not too sure if the London Rhinos are going to give them that room, because they have a very real reason to play well. And that is that top 4 spot. Praveen, let's see what he can do here. The fast medium pacer coming through with a good ball. 125 kilometers per hour, and that's a dot.
Yeah, the London Rhinos have a lot to prove over here.
Yeah, they tied here with the Grizzlies and the Sharks.
And look, so many teams at 12 points each, 3 of them at 12 points each. The entire top order of the table, the top 3 teams are all tied up at 14 points each. This is exactly why we said you don't just need to win, आपको net run rate भी बहुत ज़्यादा farm करना पड़ेगा in order to climb the rankings.
बिल्कुल, आपको काफ़ी अच्छे मार्जिन से जीतना पड़ेगा यहाँ पे, अगर आप वो टाई ब्रेकर वाली सिचुएशन में नहीं फंसना चाहते हैं तो। लेकिन अगर आप अपने सारे मैचेस जीतते हैं तो हो सकता है कि आपके पास वो पॉइंट डिफरेंस आ जाए।
हाँ, that is if you win all your matches, right? I mean, naturally अगर एक भी टीम अपने सारे ही मैचेस जीत जाएगी, फिर तो उनको रन रेट की टेंशन लेने की जरूरत ही नहीं है. They will have more points than anyone else. So just to clarify the criteria over here, हम पहले points पे जज करेंगे, उसके बाद net run rate पे आएंगे, just to act as a tiebreaker.
Yeah. And well, that's the importance of having a high net run rate. But with that said, a fairly successful over here for the Rhinos. Praveen ensure that there's no boundaries. And that marks the end of the 3rd over here. Only 2 remaining now for the Wolves. They were putting off a strong performance, but it seems like they've lost a few too many wickets, and that is coming back to haunt them now here. They would have liked the license to be a little bit more reckless, to be a bit more frivolous, to be a bit more open to the possibilities of swinging the bat, but the game does not allow that with those 3 wickets that they've given away to the Rhinos.
Sukhpreet, during the qualifiers, was one of the top 5 players of the league. Now he has to show them why.
Oh, yeah.
And it's not like he will have to try very hard in order to prove his worth. He's already done that several times over in the previous matches. Now, he's just playing for the records, for the accolades.
Well, let's see if he can get any under his belt. Sukhpreet.
Wow, what a swing! I, for one, did not see that coming. That was too fast.
Yeah.
I am actually surprised that Anil managed to connect that too with such great timing.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to connect some of these balls here against those pacers who keep weighting the speed and the intensity of the ball and the way it swings. So
yeah, that was a hard swing, dude.
Let's see. Let's see if he can keep this up. Oh, it's high up in the air. Will it be caught by the fielder? Yes, it will. The pressure continues to pile on. Just as we started to think that the Worlds are taking it easy, getting into the groove, getting those twos, comes a powerful shot, but it's met with its match in the fielder.
Great off spin powered by the lens card. And because of that, it doesn't get the power you need.
Yeah.
नजर घटी, इस बार तो पावर भी घट गई और दुर्घटना घट गई.
Well, 3 balls remaining now in the second last over. Courtesy of one wide and Chhatrapati. He has done his job and then some. And you best hope that the Chennai Wolves' bowling isn't as dangerous as some of the other stronger bowling teams here, because then the London Rhinos could be in a pickle. But so far the game looking like it's in their favor. Haven't really seen Chennai pick up the pace except in those first 2 overs, and yeah, the Rhinos feeling mighty comfortable.
Chennai struggling to pick up the pace because their batting order lies in pieces.
Good throw.
Chhatrapati has been responsible for quite a lot of that. He's got a wicket already. That too on a very unsuspecting opponent.
Yeah. Last ball of the second last over here, Chhatrapati. He found 1 wicket. Can he find another to end the game? Remains to be seen. Inside fielder running slightly outside the 30-yard circle, and well, that's going to be just 1 conceded for a total of 10 runs given away in this over at the cost of 1 wicket. A trade that the Rhinos would take any day of the week, and twice on a Sunday.
Unfortunately, it is
Monday.
Monday, the day that everyone dreads the most.
Yeah.
Not us though.
Definitely not us.
We are here talking about video games, man. I think we are living the dream life to some extent.
Yep, certainly. I know I am. I would not give this up for anything else in the world. 6 balls remaining now. And it's going to be Shivam to see things through here for the London Rhinos. The final bowler on their side. Let's see if he can do something here to rattle the Chennai Wolves cage further, which has already been rattled quite a bit. First ball. Oh, it's a good connection on the bat.
Wow!
Oh my God, beautiful fielding coming through to stop the 6.
He must have broken his back trying to catch that one.
Yeah.
He fell square on his back too. But the way he prevented the 6, it's still absolutely stunning. Yes, the Chennai Wolves run 3 between the wickets. But hey, it could have been literally double of that.
Oh yeah, good swing of the arm there. Cuts the number of runs that were supposed to be found from that ball from 6 to 3. And credit to Shivam for getting that timing right. As that too is a hard field, not gonna lie. It's not the easiest in the world.
Ooh.
This time around though, it's not gonna be stopped. Beautiful scoop coming through here for the Chennai Wolves, and that's gonna be a 4.
That's a nice shot by Ajay. I have not seen him play that one very often. Ajay is the defensive batsman for the team. But he likes getting dramatic and filmy every now and then. I mean, his name is Ajay Devgan for a reason, you know.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, he's channeling his
Inner Singham.
inner Singham and just pounding everyone.
Yeah, you know, when he hits people on the head, do they bounce?
They bounce.
Does he rip light
thrice.
poles out of the ground with 1 arm?
He can send a Scorpio flying through the air. What do you mean?
Yeah, he also exits jeeps at extremely high speeds. And lands a perfect shot. Man of many talents here.
Indeed, a man of many talents.
Probably why he wasn't able to focus too much on the cricket.
You know what the cool part is? That was the first 4 of the tournament for Ajay. He hasn't even gotten the opportunity to bat very often.
I think that's a good thing too in a way, though, because that means your defensive batsman doesn't need to come out that often because your other ones are that good. But yeah, the Chennai, you can't really say that, you know, honestly with a straight face, can you? Because it hasn't been a good run for them here in the first season of GEPL.
Indeed. So they're coping with all of this.
Yep.
But still fighting. And that's what matters the most. The spirit.
Oh, yeah. final ball here.
A sort of alchemy of the soul that just propels them forward, keeping them from giving up. And it's that alchemy of the spirit that will continue to course through their veins to help them persevere. Last ball of the first innings. Can Chennai target above 60? Can they hit a boundary on the last one? It seems to be going the distance. Quickly intercepted.
Well, they might not hit 60 themselves, but they'll certainly set a target for it for the Rhinos. And again, this is no challenging feat here for the Rhinos. It's just another Tuesday at the office. All they need to do is keep their wits about them, but you are facing a couple of dangerous bowlers here on the Chennai side.
All new Pulsar Mania is here. Maniacs wanted.
Lenskart. Download the app or visit your nearest store.
लेकिन ये पाइप चलेगा.
Finolex pipes. पीढ़ियां बदलेंगी, पाइप नहीं.
He spoke about Ajay. He should be coming through in the second power play over.
True, true. London Rhinos have also been that kind of team that changed their bowling order quite often. Batting, perhaps not so much. And why would they change their batting order?
Yeah.
They just absolutely terrorizes his opponents whenever he comes onto that pitch.
And the London Rhinos are opening things here rather strongly. They're going for Praveen and Tejas as their opening batsmen, and Tejas is the brute, so expect to see some boundaries, but not on the first ball. Playing it defensively, Praveen taking his sweet time. We'll see if they intentionally go for a one to get Tejas on strike. Simha, he's gonna have to bowl well for that. Oh, it's a good shot, but will it be caught?
Wow!
Wow, beautiful catch coming through here from the Chennai Bulls. Sheesh! And on the second ball itself, Praveen taken off the pitch.
Yo, they had no business getting that catch. What is that leap? That was a quantum leap. He moved so many yards ahead, it's not even funny.
Oh, yeah.
But hey, at least Tejas still survives.
He certainly does. And in the power play over, so he can still put in quite... God, okay, they found another wicket here. And they take it off Tejas. Oh, that is absolutely insane. The Chennai Wolves, they're doing it.
They lost both of their opening batsmen within a matter of seconds. 2 back-to-back wickets for Simha. This has to be a record. In a game where Chennai Wolves do not even need to win, where they don't even have a point to prove, he is doing wonders over here.
Yeah.
Playing spoil sport for the side of the London Rhinos.
And that was completely misread by Shivam. Thought to himself that he could smash that ball, but the ball never even found that much height. But finally, a boundary here for the side of the London Rhinos on the very last ball of the first over. An over that had been rather dreadful for them.
Very dreadful, man. I think London Rhinos will not be able to survive the loss of Tejas. Unless Supreet has some miracles up his sleeve.
Yeah, and that's going to be the second power play over coming through. Let's see what the London Rhinos can do. Oh, I do not think the batsman intended to hit it there. Supreet was aiming for the mid-wicket or the longer on side, but chips the bat, goes towards cover instead, limiting the number of runs they can find. And Shivam finds himself on the striking end yet again. Okay, interesting batting coming through here. Is there even a room for 3? I wonder.
Perhaps not.
Perhaps not. Only 2 found. And those 2 wickets that the Chennai Wolves have found have been so crucial here in applying some pressure to the Rhinos, because now they've dropped below the required run rate. They have 11 runs in 8 balls.
Exactly. But I think they can still recover in terms of run rate if they keep hitting sixes like these. It's the wicket they need to conserve. For now, celebrations will ensue. The drums will be banged, and so will the ball out of the stadium.
Oh yeah, right. As I start to talk about how they need to step up the game, comes a 6. And all of a sudden the London Rhinos, they find themselves back in this game.
Back and how? Great stabilization of the run rate. Somewhat recovering for all of their losses in the first over. Now, of course, if the score was somewhere about the 25-run mark, it would be ideal considering you are approaching the end of the second over. But they still have 2 more deliveries to make up for that.
Oh, yeah. Again, London Rhinos just going to play it safe. Lost more wickets than they would have liked early on. That is going to be the last ball of the power play over. Let's see what Ajay can do here. Let's see if Shivan can make the most out of this ball. Oof. Almost a Yorker, but the batsman connects early, so the spin does not come through.
I've noticed that a lot of the people who are facing Yorkers just try to go for the redirect shots, or you know, the wrist flick shots towards the square sides. Whether it's offside, leg side, that doesn't matter. But depending on the swing direction, you just tackle the Yorker balls with this shot, and it becomes quite easy to defend. Or the other option is you just play on the front foot and try to smash a 6. But again, not everyone has the bravery to do that.
They certainly don't, and hopefully this time around they can. 3 overs remain. 37 runs needed. Just a little bit above 2 per ball. The London Rhinos, you have to remember that they still need to hold on to those wickets. They don't really have a ton of opportunities here for mistakes. Both in terms of their chasing as well as in terms of their wickets. Let's see if they can stabilize and continue to just shut down any moves that the Chennai Wolves might try to make. Because this is where they're going to get creative. This is where they're going to apply pressure. This is where they're going to try to get another wicket and really throw you towards the deep end. But it seems like the London Rhinos, they are playing calmly. This is what you have to do. You cannot let the pressure sway you, because if you do and you misread the ball, then that's it. All of a sudden, you've put your team on the back foot and made the game harder for them.
Anurag has been phenomenal so far.
Yeah.
Not happy with the timing, but I think he's going to be quite satisfied with the fact that the London Rhinos respect him enough to not go for any of those risky shots whenever he's on the pitch.
Oh,
Another one. This is a fast one, 135.
Just defended here in the second round, not attempted. So Shivam is going to be coming through on the striking end with 2 balls remaining in this over. Anurag, again, just taking it easy as well. He himself is not taking too many risks. He's like, okay, you know, I'm just going to take my time on this one. And really, it's just a game of who gives in first to the pressure.
Yeah, and the pressure just keeps on mounting slowly, slowly. With every passing ball, with every little delivery, the pressure rises and the players just get cooked. One of them will eventually pop. And the last ball for Anurag, I'm pretty sure he would desire a wicket. Even if he doesn't get it, it's fine. But at this point, the London Rhinos, उन्होंने अपना required run rate थोड़ा manage कर लिया है. तो अगर उनको boundaries नहीं मिले तो भी चल जाएगा.
बिल्कुल, and इसी के साथ वापस से 2-2 रन बनाते हुए यहाँ पे, ओ नहीं, थोड़ा सा मिसफील्ड आ गया. तीसरे रन बनाने की अपॉर्चुनिटी, चौथा रन भी भाग रहे हैं और मिल जाएगा उन्हें.
Wow.
Oh no, you've done goofed up now, Chennai. You just gave the side of the London Rhinos a much needed lifeline.
Exactly. I mean, it's not like they needed a lifeline, but now they have the luxury of playing a little more defensively.
Yeah. And well, that's all they needed. Like I said, it was going to be a game of who gives in first, and I believe Anurag, he got a bit ambitious there. Tried to time the fielding perfectly on that green bar, which is, well, as scriptures often describe, just as wide as a pixel. So when you mistime it, that's when the misfielding occurs, and
Yeah.
That's all the opportunity the London Rhinos needed.
And that too after a perfectly bowled over. He did not need to take that risk. But if he did not, it probably would have been detrimental.
Catch? No, it's not. Goes across the fine leg for a beautiful six here. The London Rhinos putting in the legwork, making the game even easier for themselves. Sure, they could have taken twos, but then towards the end, the pressure might have been too much for them to handle. So here it is. Here they are taking the opportunity to get those boundaries while they still can. While the Chennai Wolves least expect it, and that has got them by the hip.
They love blowing off their steam every now and then. Whenever the pressure gets too much, someone from the London Rhinos steps up. And it's these Rhinos, once they start rampaging, they are difficult to stop. But you luckily stop them in their tracks for the time being. You survive one blow of the horn, I don't think you can survive another one. So Chennai need to tighten their defense.
Yeah. That's going to be a total of 10 runs now. 3 balls remaining in this over. Well, it doesn't look like the scoreline really favors the Chennai Wolves. So if you're a fan, well, you best start praying.
I don't think Priya can help them anymore.
Yeah.
They need action. They need tenacity.
I mean, the game is out of their control at this point. All you can really do is not misfield and play with the minds of your opponents. But man, oh, this is starting to become costlier and costlier.
This is not an opportunity that the Rhinos will let go. They won't squander this. They are known for charging, they are known for rampaging, and they will run between the wickets.
10 runs needed, and now the Rhinos really getting into their groove. They've got 3 wickets. Oh, okay.
I think he tried to attempt a scoop, but then left it midway, knowing how wide it's going. And he could also figure, oh no, wait, it actually wasn't a wide because he attempted that. And also, the distance between the spin and the wickets was just way too high, like astronomically high. So he can afford to go for a risk like that. He's got plenty of balls to spare as well, but this one is a cover drive. And it will be intercepted. Another wicket down.
There it is, but again, one must ask the eternal question.
Is that enough?
Indeed.
Is it too little too late?
Nail on the head, buddy. And I believe that was the final, the final ball for Surjit. As we step into the final over here. A very achievable target. Sitting at 50, they only need 10 runs. They need to touch 60 to win this game. But the Chennai Wolves, they can still be a thorn in their side. If they can somehow get them to tie the score, then it'll be 1 point apiece, and that will really shake up the points table.
Definitely.
Oh, it's no,
Close
no
call.
appeal. No appeal.
Okay, so they at least survived that one. लेकिन एक बात याद रखनी पड़ेगी, लंदन राइनोस अगर at this point वो 2-2 रन लेते रहे तो जीत जाएंगे.
बिल्कुल.
चेन्नई वुल्स को डॉट बॉल्स की बहुत ज़्यादा आवश्यकता है. अगर विकेट निकलता है तो और भी अच्छा, but at this point you can only hope for something small.
बिल्कुल, और जो फास्ट मीडियम पेसर है यहाँ पे, उन पे बहुत ही अनफेयर प्रेशर डाला गया है विकेट निकालने का, और इसी प्रेशर की वजह से एक और मिसफील्ड होता हुआ यहाँ पे चेन्नई वुल्स के द्वारा 2 की बजाय 3 रन दिए जाएंगे, और इसी के साथ सिर्फ 5 रन चाहिए 4 गेंदों में.
ये एक एक्स्ट्रा रन जो मिल गया वो थोड़ा अननेसेसरी था. It's not like it would have helped the cause of Chennai Wolves. अगर ये मिसफील्ड नहीं होता, अगर ये perfectly throw किया जाता, फिर भी it would have been quite easy for London Rhinos to catch up. लेकिन यही बातें बाद में याद आएंगी आपको. These are the things that will not let you sleep.
Certainly. And you can even hear some of the supporters of the London Rhinos in the audience telling them to take it easy, aram se. But it wouldn't be the London Rhinos if they took it easy. Not only do they want to win, they also want to send a message. Want to be the best batting team. Oh, but throws it towards the baller's end. So that means that that extra one was covered and was safe. This is not looking good. 1 run needed to tie, and another one after that for the victory.
The Rhinos charging slowly and steadily towards the win. Oh, this one's been caught midway, so they will only get a single run out of this one.
1 point secured. Cripps looking for one more off of 2 balls now. And Anil playing for the tie. Can he do it?
It really would be odd if there's a team with odd number of points on the table.
I see what you did there.
I do that quite often, Floki. It's a shame that you don't notice.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm wearing lens card glasses for a reason, man.
Yeah.
I don't see
so
it.
you can see things really clearly, but you don't necessarily hear them.
Yeah, and if you don't see things, you don't hear them. You know, that's just how it goes. That's just basic biology.
I don't think I want to see you anymore.
That is rough. But, well, the London Rhinos are not going to be seeing any more of the Chennai Wolves because they have secured victory. And that is some beautiful work coming out here from the Rhinos. Really good patience coming here from them in the second game of the GEPL today. And what a way to do it too.
The London Rhinos stabilizing themselves, winning by 2 wickets. And with this one, they get those much needed, much appreciated league points.
Yeah, I believe they're going to be ahead of the Vipers and the Hawks for the very small time being. But yeah, when we're back, we're going to be having the interviews as well as the next game and the panel. So don't go anywhere. You're watching GEPL. We'll be back shortly.
All new Pulsar Manias here. Maniacs wanted. Lenskart. Download the app.
लेकिन ये पाइप चलेगा।
फिनोलेक्स पाइप्स पीढ़ियां बदलेंगी, पाइप नहीं।
चेन्नई वुल्व्स ने जब ये मैच शुरू किया था, आई थिंक इन्होंने सोच के आया था मैच कुछ भी हो जाए बट हार्ट अटैक सबको देना है। इन्होंने ना सिर्फ लंदन राइनोस को ये हार्ट अटैक दिया है बट साथ ही में हमारे दर्शक भी सब ऐसे सोच रहे थे कि जीतने वाले नहीं जीतने वाले क्या होने वाला है। जोरदार तालियां आना चाहिए यहाँ पे चेन्नई वुल्व्स के लिए भी एक बेहतरीन प्रदर्शन देखने के लिए मौका मिला। कंग्रेचुलेशंस टू लंदन राइनोस। बट सुरजीत आप पहले आ जाइए, मैं बात करना चाहता हूँ। आपने बोला जो भी हो जाए मजा आना चाहिए आज के दिन में, मजा आया कि नहीं? इनका पूरा चौंका दिया आपने।
मजा आया, लेकिन जो हुआ अच्छा है, मजा आया आज खेल के।
ये मतलब जो पहला ओवर निकला सिम्मा का 8 से 2 विकेट निकल गया, तब कैसा लगा? मतलब इमीडिएटली लग रहा था कि ये मिलने वाला है।
हाँ, सिम्मा को तो मैंने जेमसन की बोतल की ऑफर भी दे दी थी आज।
किसका ऑफर?
जेमसन की बोतल की ऑफर दे दी थी मैंने।
ओके सही है। वही है कि एक ऐसा आई थिंक बूस्टर चाहिए। बट ये एक मैच आपको कैसा लगा पूरी टीम को आपकी साइड से?
अच्छा एनवायरनमेंट है। आज भी हमें पता चला कि इस साल ना भाई अपना सिर्फ दिल जीतने वाला सीजन है, मैच जीतने वाला सीजन नहीं है ये वाला।
आई थिंक ब्रिटिश और चेन्नई वुल्व्स ने यहाँ पे सबका दिल जीता है। ऐसे परफॉर्मेंसेस दिया आपने, बहुत क्लोज बैटल्स। थैंक यू सो मच सुरजीत। देखेंगे अभी भी मैचेस है आपका और ऐसे दिल धड़कने वाली परफॉर्मेंस देख सकते हैं। बट सुप्रीत आप आ जाइए। आई नो आपको ये जीत जैसे हुआ था वैसे सोचा नहीं था आपने। आ जाइए यहाँ पे। बट कुछ बोलिए, आपका जो इनिंग्स था अच्छा गया, बॉलिंग कंट्रोल किया, आपको भी 2 विकेट मिल गए थे, उनका ब्रूट भी निकाल दिया था, रेडिकल भी। बट उसके बाद क्या हुआ आपके इनिंग्स में?
सर वो टॉस के टाइम ही बोला था कि 60 के आसपास रोकने का ट्राई करें। वो बॉलिंग तो ऑलमोस्ट बिल्कुल परफेक्ट थी। लास्ट ओवर में थोड़े से रन आए तो एक टाइम पे 40 पे 4 थे तो 60 भी वहाँ से नहीं बनते थे उनके। और बैटिंग के हमारे तेजस बाबू को पिछले 3-4 मैचेस से थोड़ी नजर लगी हुई है किसी की, शायद वो चल नहीं रहे हमारे तो। लेकिन इन दोनों के ना चलने के बाद भी 60 रन चेस किया तो शिवम बाबू ने जो इनिंग खेली और अमित भाई ने जो एंड पे रन मारे हैं उनकी वजह से
क्रेडिट गोस टू शिवम एंड अमित जो पार्टनरशिप मेंटेन करके आपको रन्स बना के दिया है उन्होंने। आपने भी मेहनत किया। बट आप क्या बोलना चाहेंगे जो बॉलिंग हुआ था, विकेट्स निकाल दिया था उन्होंने इस साइड से, तब क्या लग रहा था, माहौल कैसे बन गया था?
सर पावर प्ले की बॉलिंग तो हमें शुरू से उम्मीद होती है क्योंकि हमारे दोनों पूरे टूर्नामेंट में सिर्फ 1 या 2 मैच में 30+ रन खाए हैं और हर मैच में उन्होंने रोका ही है और विकेट भी लेके दिए।
मैं चेन्नई के तरफ से बॉलिंग का बात कर रहा हूँ। उन्होंने 2 विकेट निकाल दिया आपका, तो क्या हुआ उसके बाद? क्या किसने कुछ बोला, आपने कुछ बोला उनको? क्या
सर थोड़ा सर डर तो हो गया था हॉल में क्योंकि 60 रन ईजी नहीं होता, नॉर्मल स्कोर एक अच्छा स्कोर है और अगर आपकी बैटिंग पावर प्ले में नहीं रन बनते तो मैच फंस भी जाता है। 3 ओवर में 40 के आसपास रन चाहिए थे तो ईजी नहीं है। तो ये क्रेडिट जाता है शिवम और अमित को जिन्होंने अच्छी पार्टनरशिप की और चेस किया स्कोर सर।
बट एक खुशखबरी आपको देना चाहूंगा, पहले हाथ मिलाइए आप। कंग्रेचुलेशंस, आप टेबल टॉपर बन चुके हैं विद अ नेट रन रेट ऑफ 0.45। तो यहाँ पे लंदन राइनोस न्यूयॉर्क एप्स को बीट करके अभी टेबल टॉप बन चुके हैं। बट आपका एक और गेम रहने वाला है, सो उसके लिए ऑल द बेस्ट सुखप्रीत पाजी। विल सी यू इन द नेक्स्ट गेम। बट अभी जाएंगे हमारे एनालिस्ट के तरफ।
All new Pulsar Mania's here. Maniacs wanted.
Lenskart. Download the app now.
लेकिन ये पाइप चलेगा।
फिनोलेक्स पाइप्स, पीढ़ियां बदलेंगी, पाइप नहीं।
Thank you, Sam. And well, there you have it. London Rhinos moving to the top of the points table with a fine victory over Chennai Wolves. लेकिन आगे बढ़ने से पहले breathe because such an intense game. और जहां पे एक टीम जो है वो एलिमिनेट हो चुकी है, सोचो आगे क्या होगा। रोशन, what an intense game.
It was, of course, and but we thought that for a second Chennai might spoil the party, and जाते जाते हम चलते घमासान करते हैं, but London Rhinos, nerves of steel, winning that game.
Absolutely tried their best to be party poopers, but let's take a look at the team's scorecards, how they fared with the bat. Intense pressure at the start for London Rhinos. They brought out the big guns. Praveen out for 2. Tejas out for a golden duck. Simha with 2 wickets in that first over. Roshan, उस समय pressure इतना बढ़ गया था. This was a must-win game. And then Shivam and Sukhpreet handling that pressure very, very nicely.
And of course, like I did mention, it's all about the temperament kind of when you go forward in a game like this. All your skills, all of you, that could be on one side, but how you maintain or how you kind of take that skill forward is really important. So again, it's all the battle of the brain, which is more important out here. And I mean, I think a couple of them could be worrying signs on the other side. Chennai Wolves, they'll be like, okay, we kind of checked them, but couldn't get the points.
I mean, you look at the kind of mistakes Chennai made again today, 9-1-5, not the kind of start they would have liked. Simha showing why, he should have contributed a bit more with the bat. Ajay, again, the same thing. But when we saw them fielding as well, there were quite a few misfields when the pressure was intense. So, kind of showing why they are not in contention.
Well, of course it does. But, like when they came into this game, they're like, the last thing you don't want to do is come with a half heart. The moment Chennai started batting, I think they lost 3 quick wickets well within 2 overs, which makes a statement saying that, they're not going out for that. They just want to probably come with an intention of spoiling London's party, not more with pride out there.
Yeah, taking a look at London Rhinos bowling scorecard there. Amit with 2 for 10. Sukhpreet 1 for 10. He's going to be in for the shout of man of the match. Sagar 1 for 13. I mean, Roshan, they did the hard work initially. Chennai was 23 for 3. फिर उसके बाद लंदन ने अपने लिए ही काम थोड़ा मुश्किल कर दिया. Allowed Chennai to get to, a target of 60.
Exactly. Well, we're talking about that somewhere around 40 for 4, and eventually they come out to do 60, which in itself was a very respectable total. Not that, we're talking about the 40s. There have been teams who started well, but then didn't get the 40s. And then, here is Chennai, who did pretty well.
Yeah, looking at Chennai Wolves, 2 wickets for Simha there in that first over itself. 2 for 8. Rest, not much to write about at home. You know what? It got away from there. 2 for 2, and then it just got away. 50 for 3, that huge partnership, and London Rhinos taking things home.
Then, of course, well, now, what it has done right now is, when you look at that match summary, most important, taken London to the top, courtesy this victory by 2 wickets. Now, we are speaking about a team like New York Apes coming to that peak, also London Rhinos. Don't take them out away, because this is a team which can actually cause a lot of trouble.
Taking a look at the man of the match shortly then, and Shivam coming in with that prize, 30 runs, 250 strike rate, 2 4s and a 6. Good shout there for Shivam, and a man of the match performance in an intense game, in a game where his team really, really needed to win.
Well, I think that's good for London Rhinos, especially knowing the fact that when they're heading into the top 4, they can have a good chance to actually make it to the the third or the fourth. Well, again, we are talking about a part where you don't know who the first is going to be. You don't know who the second is going to be. Till now, of course, we had the Kolkata Hawks and Dubai Vipers leading, but then you have another leader now. London Rhinos there, and the partnerships, of course. One thing to worry is certainly the form of Tejas, which could matter eventually in the coming games.
You know, that's the role of the brute player. Sometimes in the power play, they just don't get that start. But when they do, we've seen some brute players bringing in super performances. But that partnership, the match-saving partnership, the match-winning partnership, 48 of 21, Shivam and Sukhpreet, and obviously Shivam man of the match because he saw things through.
Well, of course, certainly, they needed 10 in the last 6 ball. Again, you talk about some batters, especially kudos to Shivam, because there have been so many times that, the batters have actually got down till the 4th over, doing well. But then in that last over, if you don't have that mental character to actually win, you lose, in spite of a very good performance. But on the other side, of course, Chennai Wolves, well, they go out with a half smile, or probably a smile, and saying that, okay, look, it has been a good experience so far, coming in that first ever thing. From that perspective, I think Chennai deserve a good farewell out there.
Yeah, I mean, they'll hopefully come up with better goods in their remaining 2 fixtures. But it's been a 9th loss for them in this tournament. Let's take a look at the 4s and 6s brought to you by Pulsar 125 Showstopper. Let's take a look at the wickets to fall today as well, brought to you by Lenskart. Well, this is the most important segment of the day for every game, because now we are going to discuss the all-important points table. And let's take a look at how London Rhinos are now topping the table after that all-important victory. Remember, the table changed when New York won the first game against Mumbai, and now it's London Rhinos top of the table, 0.45. Roshan, आज सिर्फ run rate का खेल है, जैसे-जैसे points 14 पर आ रहे हैं.
Again, it's closing down a lot. It's getting tighter. Remember, we've been talking about how unpredictable the league is becoming, which makes it so more exciting. I mean, we did see the likes of Kolkata and Dubai topping the table for quite some time. And then 2 losses yesterday has changed the things forever. We don't know whether Dubai is going to come back again on top. We don't know if the likes of Delhi Sharks can actually come back. But the good thing about this is that London Rhinos and New York Apes are going to give some torrid time to Kolkata and Dubai out there.
And you know what? Delhi Sharks, Mumbai Grizzlies, Sydney Panthers, they'll all be in action today. They'll be hoping to get onto those 14 points. Sydney, well, they'll only get to 12 if they win their game in hand today, which will be coming up later shortly. But that's the point table now. 4 teams now on 14 points, 2 teams now on 12 points, 1 team on 10 points, all 7 still in contention with just 3 games to go. That's the points table, brought to you by Dhruv Global School. We nurture confidence. And we spoke about 2 teams there, Roshan, Kolkata and Dubai. That is coming up next. That is the game to watch as well, because the winners will move on to 16 points, which will take them into the knockouts. अगर ये वाला मैच इंटेंस था, तो ये आने वाले मैच में क्या होगा?
वेल ये आपको मैं बताना जरूर चाहूंगा कि दुबई वाइपर्स और दुबई वाइपर्स एंड कोलकाता हॉक्स ये दो ऐसी टीम रही है जिन्होंने बहुत चुनौतियों का सामना करते हुए भी वो टॉप पर रहे. दे वर कंसिस्टेंट, व्हिच इज द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट. From here on, when these two teams are taking on each other's, they're getting the 16 points, they're stamping their authority and announcing themselves into that top.
Right, so there you have it. The next match coming up is not missable. Just don't go anywhere. Stay here and watch JioCinema and Sports 18 because we have a great qualifying match coming up right after this short break.
All new Pulsar Mania is here. Maniacs wanted.
लेकिन ये पाइप चलेगा.
फिनोलेक्स पाइप्स, पीढ़ियां बदलेंगी, पाइप नहीं.